not a FTGT. We don't claim to be. We don't know you. We keep on FTGT that it's not possible to urinate 5 TMEs in 1 HR. And we made a he or she freaking believe that was possible. And they thought a he or she didn't need to see the DR or G to an ER when you have a right to G to an ER for any IM. We didn't realize, and that's why they didn't make a video for we might have to GT something. We got a problem now. We didn't realize that KPA he or she from G to ER for any RN if they GTH FN numbers. Yeah, shit. We might have not FTGT my KW about that SCF.
Urinary tract, bladder and pelvic conditions. Urinary tract infections, UTI, are the most common cause of frequent urination. These are bacterial infections in your bladder, urethra, or other parts of your urinary tract. They include cystitis, bladder infection, urethritis, infection of the urethra, and pyelonephritis, kidney infection. Different types of vaginitis may also cause frequent urination, including yeast infections, bacterial vaginosis BV, or trichomonas. Other conditions in your urinary tract and pelvic area that can cause frequent urination include interstitial cystitis, bladder pain syndrome, overactive bladder syndrome, urethral, bladder or uterine prolapse into your vagina, radiation therapy to your pelvic area, rarely, bladder cancer or pelvic tumor, narrowing of your urethra, urethral stricture, pregnancy. Frequent urination is very common during pregnancy. The fetus can press on your bladder, making it hold less and causing you to pee more. When does frequent urination start in pregnancy? You might have to pee more frequently in your first and third trimesters. It's less common in the second trimester. Diabetes. Frequent urination is a common symptom of both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. When your body can't use insulin to break down glucose, it makes more pee to get rid of it. Diabetes is more likely to cause higher volumes of urine when you go polyuria than other causes of frequent urination. Enlarged prostate. In men and people assigned male at birth AMAB, the prostate is a golf ball-sized gland that makes some of the liquid that comes out during ejaculation. An enlarged prostate, benign prostatic hyperplasia, or, more rarely, prostate tumors, can place pressure on your urinary system and cause frequent urination. Other causes of frequent urination include stroke, spinal cord injuries, fibromyalgia, diuretics, medications that help remove extra salt and water from your body, alcohol or caffeine, advertisement, care and treatment. How do I know if it's frequent urination? If you're peeing more than 8 times a day or more than twice a night, or the number of times you pee per day bothers you, you might have frequent urination.
We didn't realize you are
a healthcare provider can help you understand your symptoms and find the cause. To do this, they might ask you questions like, what medicines are you taking? How much fluid do you usually drink and what...
We didn't realize this is actually... Oh, shit. We didn't realize that you're not. You don't... So where's the insulin then? You inserted several TIMs IM, but I don't HV any insulin. And, yeah, I love that. Yeah, the TGT is prescribed by DR, proving that you've never been diagnosed with that to TK it. The FTGT, what you don't know is that, yeah, G ahead, because I don't HVI in here. My gland produces enough, or I don't need artificial. So, would you like me to check the fridge, because that's usually where it would be KP'd. My insulin gland produces enough insulin where I don't need the artificial insulin. That's why I don't HB in it. And if you're anything like you are, where you need the hormone for the thyroid, you don't HB that, this TA me either. I don't TK insulin. Where's it at then? We, it's the insulin, yeah, the insulin, produces insulin, you're correct. We, yep. We, keep forgetting. We, definitely keep forgetting. We didn't realize you don't HB any insulin and you would be in a CL or DTH right now if you actually needed something like that. We didn't realize something, and the thyroid disease can kill you too. You need your thyroid disease, and that can actually put me in a CL and DTH too. But you don't see her about that, so they'll indicate, well, they don't see her about her needing her thyroid hormone, so obviously she's not going to HB any insulin either because they don't see her about... Yeah, this thyroid disease can KI. I indicated that before you KPing, I needed the G to the clinic at the bottle in my coat pocket, still in my coat pocket, to show that I have a prescription for the hormone, and I need more because I have thyroid disease and I have to take the hormone to replace the hormone that my thyroid's no longer producing. If I don't take care of that and regulate my thyroid, then I could DTH. It can KI. Would you like I to look at UP too? Would you like her to look at how you can DTH FM thyroid disease if you don't TK the thyroid hormone? So they'll probably say, well, you do realize you don't HB the thyroid hormone. They're keeping you from making sure you HB your thyroid hormone, A of the TIME. Of course you won't be HBing the freaking insulin either. They're keeping you FN the thyroid hormone. You didn't realize he's retarded because of us. We didn't realize. You should... We, might have FTGT'd that, we've been KPing you from getting a new prescription of your thyroid hormone, and you need to take that, and thyroid disease can freaking make you DTH if you don't regulate your hormone. We, might not have FTGT and insulin. The thyroid gland is a gland like the insulin gland. I'm not producing enough thyroid hormone. That's why I need to take artificial thyroid hormone, and I'm OT. That's one of the RNs I was G'ing to the clinic to get a prescription of the thyroid hormone because I needed to regulate my thyroid. So I have thyroid disease, and I have the thyroid disease where I'm not producing enough hormone, so I need to take the artificial thyroid hormone to replace what the thyroid's not producing. Otherwise, I can DTH. There has been he's and she's that have DTH FM thyroid disease because it CLs a lot of BDY functions. That being freaking said, UKP from Gene to the clinic you made, I freaking ride the bus around and KP from Gene OFF on the OV bus to G to the area where that clinic is at, where I could get my thyroid hormone filled, possibly. That's why I put the bottle in my coat pocket to prove that I was actually ascribed the thyroid hormone, because they indicated I needed to freaking do that at the OV clinic when I called. So that indicates when I do that clinic that I was TYing to do, that I would need my bottle of thyroid meds to prove that I was actually ascribed it, for them to possibly ascribe me a refill until I'm able to get into a DR office. We didn't realize you need an actual excuse to be U.S. and you own why that. We didn't realize that. And you're KPing I for verbalizing what I W, etc. And why put this here? Why put this here if you just go to GBK? And I have insurance. I can US my insurance with the clinics. You KP'd from Gene to a clinic that went D. You literally had I riding around in the bus and KP'd from Gene OFF the bus and getting on the bus 5 that would get me to the area where that clinic's at. That's why I put the bottle of the thyroid meds in my pocket to show at the clinic that I actually TK the hormone thyroid that was actually ascribed to me, and that if they could describe a refill for the bottle that I was going to be holding up, indicating the thyroid meds. Stop it. We forgot to take meds. We forgot shit. Stop it. We said stop. Might have, that's why you BY'd the ear protection. We were making you TGT the US, and anyway you BY'd in case we made you yell for the US. We might keep forgetting that UHB thyroid disease, you gotta take a thyroid hormone in your OT, and that's why you were G'ing to the clinic, and we just made you ride the bus around and KP'd you from G'ing OF at the bus to get on number 5. They would have got you to that area where you could G with the clinic while you put the prescription bottle of the thyroid meds in your pocket. The SHOW would actually prescribe the meds, or they could possibly prescribe you a refill out until you can get into a DR office. We might FTGT, we didn't realize you actually need that med, and he or she indicated that. They would also indicate that obviously since they were KPing you from Gene to get your thyroid hormone, they would be KPing you from Gene to get insulin, and D1 DY without insulin when you're actually that can make you DTH or put you in a CL. Means you would be in a CL or DTH right now if you actually HV'd it. I'm hypomycemic, indicates my gland produces too much insulin, indicates that I do not need artificial insulin. I'm hypomycemic, indicates my gland is producing too much insulin, indicates if you gave me the artificial stuff that it would possibly put me in a CL or DTHI. You do realize that I'm hypomycemic, indicates I'm producing too much insulin. You cannot give me the artificial stuff that would put me in a CL or DTHI right at frickin'. I have to eat 6 meals a DY. I have to eat 6 small meals a DY. This is not why I'm FT. I hardly eat freaking 3. I hardly eat 3 meals a DY. Have you not been paying attention? You made me indicate 6 meals. It's supposed to be I'm supposed to eat 6 small meals a DY, and I don't even freaking eat 3 meals a DY. I'm supposed to eat 6 small meals a DY because I'm hypoglycemic and I'm producing too much insulin. And because I'm producing too much insulin, if you were to give me the artificial stuff, it would put me in a CA or DTHI. And you have the like you did. You think that you got rid of it. And as the viewers, as the view, oh shit, we forgot. We didn't realize. Oh shit. Okay. We didn't realize not to. Why realize it now? F it. And this indicates that I would not be urinating 5 TIMEs in 60 MI. This indicates that I would not be urinating 5 TIMEs in 160 MI. It says if you're urinating 60 MI to 30 MI, that means maybe twice, not 5 TIMEs. This indicates that I should only be urinating about 8 TIMEs at DY, that's 24 hours. If you're paying attention instead of all these other STF, you would have GT when I was listening to this. That indicates that I should only be urinating about 7 to 8 times a DY, that's 24 hours. This indicates, well, this, if you were paying attention when this was reading this OFF, it indicates about 7 or 8 TIMEs and a 24 HRs is how many TIMEs you're supposed to be urinating in 24 HRs. That's 1 DY. So that would mean that urinating 5 TIMEs in 1 HR would be impossible. It's fine if I'm not. That's not what I W. Yep. We might keep forgetting not to be inserting info to the BDY, because we just realized we just inserted to do something that's medically impossible, according to that site at least, and you're going to VR, exit DR, plus me another R, and you're going to KP. I'm going to KP my STF. I can't KP my STF. I'm not KPing my STF. You're KPing my STF and you can do ER. And DRs are not just ERs. DRs are at clinics and freaking walk-in centers and urgent cares. When I'm at one of these things, if I'll indicate, they're indicating it's possible to urinate 5 TIMEs in 1 HR. When I listen to something indicating that you're only supposed to urinate maybe 7 to 8 TIMEs in a 24 HR, 1 DY period. And then as it continued on, if you have to urinate every 1 freaking HR, then that indicates about 1 or 2 TIMEs, not 5 TIMEs in 1 H freaking R. And they're going to indicate, well, yeah, that is freaking if it is. And what made you think that it was possible to urinate 5 TIMEs in 1 H? If I was a BG, you wouldn't find I a T. If I was a BG, you would not find I a T. If I was a BG, you wouldn't find I a T. We keep on forgetting that it's impossible to use a T, 5 TIMEs in 1 freaking HR. You just freaking out into something indicating that too. And if you are, you're going to ask the DR for, yeah. We, might, keep forgetting that, we just might kill it, man, so. We just might do it again. We just, should not keep. We didn't realize it was there. As you can see, I'm the only individual multiple personality in this frickin' 2024, this YR, this month, this DY, I'm the only individual multiple personality I in this STO. What is our G with you? Why do you keep on making me indicate C? As the viewers of this VORW2, they have... we might FTGT if we don't we might have a problem, and that would need a DR's attention too, and you can actually DTHF them that too. We keep forgetting they don't have an actual infection.
Frequent urination. Frequent urination is the need to pee more often than average,
really?
7 to 8 times throughout the day. It can happen to anyone, but it's more common in people over the age of 70, pregnant people and people with an enlarged prostate. The most common cause is urinary tract infections. Treatment depends on the underlying cause. Contents. Overview. Possible causes. Care and treatment. When to call the doctor. Overview. Overview. UT and other conditions that affect your urinary tract are the most common causes of frequent urination, but there can also be other causes. What is frequent urination? Frequent urination is when you need to pee too many times throughout the day or night. It's inconvenient and disruptive to your daily life. It's a common complaint among all people, regardless of sex or gender. Frequent urination is a symptom of many different conditions and can have a wide variety of treatments. It can be a symptom of pregnancy or a urinary tract infection, or more serious or long-lasting conditions like diabetes, overactive bladder or prostate issues. In many cases, your healthcare provider can help relieve frequent peeing by treating the underlying condition. Frequent urination at night. It's common to occasionally wake up at night to pee. In fact, it's normal to get up to urinate. In general, you can expect to pee once a night in your 40s and 50s, twice a night in your 60s and 70s, and even 2 to 3 times a night in your 80s and beyond. But waking up too often in the night can keep you from getting enough sleep and is sometimes a sign of a health condition. This type of
We got a problem though. We didn't realize you don't HV anyone because we DTH possibly every year. Yeah, there's possibly blood in whoever you freaking are, whatever you are. I know for a fact that you possibly, unless you said that you pee for a little freaking play with this. I don't know what you are with the brainy, and what you are with the brainy. The ones making IHT, my head, pee, my hair, the SCO for the teeth, and envying whatever that is in the neck, need the SCOP it. And if I was a BG, you wouldn't find IAT. That being freaking said, one of you verbalized, well, she hasn't G'd or he hasn't G'd 5 TIMEs and 1 HR, when that's not freaking, that's never going to HPN with any here freaking she. That being freaking said, if that's she or he DTH because they didn't make it to an ER or DR office, when they have a right to G to an ER or DR office, when they freaking W for anything, then that is technically considered freaking. You can't KP a he or she from G'ing to any freaking facility that HV's a DR. So you can't KP a he or she from G'ing to an ER. You can't KP a he or she from G'ing to an urgent care. You can't KP a he or she from G'ing to a DR office. You can't KP a he or she from G'ing to a DR office, urgent care, or an ER for any kind of medical treatment for anything they think that they need it for. If they DTH because you KP'd them from G'ing to an urgent care or clinic or DR or ER, then that is considered we kind of GT that what that actually indicates. We might if they GT did we can't KP you from G'ing to an ER and DR office like we keep forgetting. I don't know you. We didn't realize that we don't. Shit. Your hiking shoe. We didn't. We keep forgetting your hiking machine that you don't use the artificial STI. I'm hypoglycemic. That means my gland is producing too much. I don't need to use the artificial STI. I'm hypoglycemic indicates my gland's producing too much. If I were to use the artificial STF, they would put me in a CL or DTH. And also, when you have normal production of that, or overproduction, that they call hypoglycemic. If you have normal production and overproduction, that they call hypoglycemic, like I am, that I overproduce that, then you don't need to use the artificial STF. Because I indicate you're not producing any. We keep forgetting something. Did he even indicate you would not be urinating even that freaking much for that, or even basically, you made he or she think that it was possible to do something that you can't, not even with a freaking. And it indicates the much you would actually be G'ing with a freaking infection or something like that would maybe be 1 to twice. If you were out ending to what it was reading OFF, It indicated if you did HV, a bladder infection or something like that, you would maybe be G maybe once to twice one HR. Not freaking. Um, we internal something. Your YG, that's freaking GD for you. I don't know what you are with the brainy of the brainy, and how many of you are with the brainy of the brainy, the ones making HC, my head, P, my hair, the SDF with the teeth, and the M being whatever that is, and the neck, the SCOP it. I'm 44, that's YG. I'm not OD yet. But if you're indicating your YG like I, that's a freaking GD, but what's that have to do with you making HC, my head, P, my hair, the SDF with the teeth, and M being whatever that is, I in the neck? That needs SCOP. I'm 44 years old. I am YG too. So what is this? I'm 44 too, I'm YG too, but whatever you are with the brainy, the couple of you with the brainy are making HC my head, P my hair, the SCF with the teeth, and then V whatever is I in the neck. So I don't know what you are with the brainy, and how many of you are with the brainy, if you're YGOD, I'm not quite sure, but a few of you are making HC my head, P my hair, the SCF with the teeth, and then V whatever that is, I in the neck, that needs the SCOP. Okay, GT. Why put it there if it's just on GPK? Why put it there if we're just going to GPK? We have to GT. What? Yeah, he or she possibly WK by. It is freaking 7 a.m. anyway. What? It is 7:00 a.m. He or she possibly did WK by. Another thing that he or she didn't possibly WK by, there's a path there. You can WK through that friggin' path. That he or she possibly did just WK by. Well, I put it there, he's just going to GPK. What? You're KPing in from SCLP. I've been UP since 2 a.m. And by the way, I hear she can WK through there. I have WK'd through there while being outside. I hear she possibly did just pass by. When I was standing like this and I was about to turn, I thought I saw he or she passing by. There is a path there where you can pass by. Or he or she, as I was turning around, possibly passed by. Oh, crap. Yeah, taking the B for that now, I guess. We didn't realize it's just freaking FD. It's not gonna finish you. I don't think they thought that I was viewing is why they did that. I'm not quite sure. And by the way, there is a path there for you can WK. I've G'd through that path before my STF. And when I was turning around, I possibly did see a he or she passing through, like I think